Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Activate Your Soul Purpose podcast. I'm your host, Ina Claggette, and we're back at another episode. So, I'm just on this journey right now to get through my initiation phase of this podcast. I'm ready to be at expertise, have this shit down. Um, I have so much that I want to do and say and share and all of the things, right? But I have to finish. I have to grow into those things, right? So I'm giving myself grace. I'm allowing myself to get through these few episodes of just trying to figure this shit out, right? So I encourage you, like I said in the last video, to just keep moving, stay the course, okay? It's almost like what I've been really thinking about in regards to like getting through this initiation phase. It's like working out, like strength training, right? Building your muscle. You're gonna start off wobbly as hell. You're gonna be, struggling to keep them weights up and shit like that, and then eventually your ass is gonna be pushing them, right? Or even like if you haven't worked out in a while and you go to take a walk or something, you're gonna find that you're a little winded, you're a little out of breath, you're a little deconditioned, right? So it's through the repetitions, it's through the action that you actually get better. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I am doing right now. And I encourage you to start, just get through. Have grace for yourself as you are moving forward and just do the damn thing. And it's more than likely going to be better than you even imagine or even expected. So this is my initiation phase, and I'm back with another damn episode, encouraging you. Hey, if you got something that you want to get started, go ahead and start the shit now. Let's do this shit together, okay? My goal is to do 10 videos, like consistently, just push it out. And it's not even really a push for me, like if you will. Like it's not like I'm dreading this at all. I'm actually very much excited, and I'm excited to be here. I'm very much excited to be here. I'm loving it here. It's just kind of like getting acclimated to what the process is going to look like and how it's going to flow. I'm ready to just kind of swim. I'm ready to start swimming right now. I'm ready to start swimming. I'm ready to start backstroking and shit. I'm ready to dive. I'm like, I'm ready to do all the things, but I'm finding that I have to go through this process. And so if this is something that you want to do, you want to go ahead and jump out there, come on, get on outside, get on into this water, and let's get initiated together. So I've been just giving myself grace and encouraging myself to just keep going, to know that I will get better. It'll be more defined. It's going to be fun to kind of look back at these episodes and go, wow, look how far I've come, right? And be proud that I did it. So I'm all for it. And that's the whole purpose of this podcast, is to activate your soul purpose. All right. I know I mentioned in previous videos about using tools like astrology and human design and numerology to kind of help provide more in-depth insight into finding your soul purpose. I want to just keep re-emphasizing that is something that I actually did and use, and it is so helpful. I mean, it gives you a wealth of information about yourself. It literally will list out your gifts. Human design is the one I'm talking about right now. So it'll literally tell you your specific gifts that you were God designed and gave to you based on planetary activations. It will also give you information about your soul purpose. It'll actually tell you things like how you're meant to use your energy in the world. It will really give you real in-depth insight into how you were designed and how you're meant to show up, how you're best meant to show up, right? And it encompasses things like astrology. It has the I Ching, it has gene keys, it has the chakra systems. All of it is combined into this one system. I am one. It's really interesting because before I even knew this, I already I was already playing in this world. But my purpose does have to do with being a translator of the esoteric language, right? Because astrology, human design, those things are actually languages, different types of languages. And I am definitely a translator of those languages. I have the ability to kind of take that complex language and translate it into something that's really easy and understandable for the everyday person, for somebody that's not really trying to study it. That's my expertise. Like, I can actually interpret it and break it down, give it back to you plain and clear. And that's what I do. I help people understand themselves a lot better. And it's so empowering when you know who you are and what you bring to the table and what your gifts are. It's so empowering when you already kind of have an idea of what it is, but for it to be confirmed, for something outside of yourself to confirm it, like that shit is on paper, like this is me. Or to see yourself as your in like the big picture view of yourself, like, it's so empowering when you have that. And I say especially empowering for those people that are leaders, people that are out here trying to have their own businesses, entrepreneurs, or people that are leading their homes. And like, say at home, say for instance you're a stay-at-home mother. That is a damn job. That is a full-time damn job, managing your children, managing your household, dealing with different personalities and things like that. Any type of leader or any person that really wants to show up as their best selves, they need to really invest in being fully aware of who you are and how you're meant to show up, so that you can step out consciously and intentionally in alignment and as yourself, right? So this information that I studied and found out about myself has given me so much more clarity and insight into how I'm supposed to move. And also it allowed me to accept myself. So for instance, just so you know, I am a 5-1 Splenic Manifestor, and that means that I'm a natural problem solver. I'm a person that loves to study. Like, I live, eat, breathe, study, all the things that I'm interested in. So I become like an expert of whatever it is that I'm into. I'm also, the splenic aspect of me is the fact that I'm very intuitive, and I get splenic hits or downloads immediately. Like, it doesn't take me long to figure out things, or to read between the lines, or to pick up on vibes and energy and things like that. I'm very much in the now. And then the manifestor aspect of me is I'm a person that's, my energy is catalyzing. So I naturally inspire, energize, stir the pot of the people that I'm around. That's how my energy works. So I'm an initiator. I am an inspiration. I am a catalyst. So, that's how my energy works. And I always, like, when I say the word catalyst, that brings me back to my herbal roots, because I am an herbalist as well. And so catalyst herbs are the herbs that get the like, when you use a catalyst herb in a formula, that's the herb that will cause all the other herbs to activate and move throughout the body and to do its thing, right? So think of black pepper or cayenne pepper or ginger, things like that, the spicy, very potent herbs that you only need a little bit to kick shit off, right? Start that fire, little kick, and that shit'll take off. That's my energy. So that's the whole purpose of me. Well, again, the purpose, right? That is how I'm meant to serve and show up in the world. I'm not one, though, because there's other energy types like generators and projectors and reflectors, when we're speaking in human design terms, that are meant to build. Like the generators, those are individuals that are meant to build and sustain the movement after things have kicked off. After my energy type has kicked things off, started it off, then you have the generators that'll kind of bring it up and bring the idea to life and to nurture it, right? And I like to think of this too in astrological terms. Like, you have your, like, cardinal signs, you got your fixed signs, you got your mutable signs. So the cardinals will be like the manifestors. Those are like the initiators, the initiating astrological entities. And then the fixed energies like Taurus and things like that, that will be more like a generator kind of energy type. And then you got the projectors. speaking in going back to human design, where they are guiding the energy, making sure that once we kicked it off with the manifestors, we've already started building upon it, that now things are moving in the right direction. So that's how their energy works. And that may show up as like an actual coach or a team lead, or like say you're working in like the kitchen or in behind the scenes, like, you know, at a 5-star restaurant or something like that. These would be like the people that are making sure everything is moving as it should. You know, they're not necessarily doing the cooking, they're not necessarily serving, but they're more so like managing the process and just keeping their eyes and ears and making sure everything is running smoothly. So I like to think of those people, relay that example to the projectors. Then you got the reflectors, where they're actually the ones that are observing everything, not in the same sense as a projector where they're actually being more hands-on and giving direction, but more so like observing, taking it in, and giving feedback. So they'll be like the audience, you know. Or I like to think about reflectors like, say you're at a concert and you're the musician and you're on stage doing your thing, and then the crowd is either going to be with you or they're going to be like, when does this motherfucker get off stage, right? So the reflectors are the audience. So they're going to respond and show whether or not you're doing a great job, they're loving this shit, or is like, nah, this is not really moving me, you might want to get off the stage, you know? So you have those people. And all of those different energy types, we all work together. It just means that you have a different role to play in life. We're all needed. We're all important, but we're not all meant to do the same thing. We're not all meant to show up in the same way. But guess what? As of lately, as it has been for many, many years, we've all been taught that we need to do it a certain kind of way. We don't all have the same type of intelligence. We don't all have the same type of skill set. So why is it that everybody's been shuffled into this line of trying to be like everybody else? To me, outside looking in, it seems like we just now waking up to that damn, on a collective level, it feels like we just fucking waking up to the ding dong, hello, we're not all the same. We're all different. And guess what? It's beautiful. It's great. Shit can work as it should now because we're all in the correct positions. Everybody ain't meant to lead. Everybody ain't meant to follow. Everybody ain't meant to be an entrepreneur. Everybody ain't, people aren't meant to be, all of us aren't meant to be employees. So it's like, okay, where do you fit in? And so tools like human design, astrology, numerology, those wonderful tools will tell you exactly where your ass needs to be. Because honestly, I haven't found any other source of information that can give me this kind of depth of knowledge and insight into what it is that we're supposed to be doing. I haven't, outside of this. These systems are tried and true, and they've been with us since the beginning of time, right? And these are great tools. We all know the common planetary bodies that we deal with every day. The moon and the damn sun, right? The moon and the damn sun. We deal with those two planetary bodies every day. There's other planetary bodies out there that impact us just as much as the sun and the moon, right? Lots of them. And so when you understand that there's different things at work that are helping this whole, playing a part of our lives and playing a part of our seasons and cycles and things like that, you'll have you'll just see things in a different light. Okay? See things in a different light. God created all of it. There is a creator that created all of this. And this knowledge, to me, is starting to become more widespread, but it's so insightful. It is so impactful and so helpful to know. And as far as you as an individual, you having knowledge of self will make you feel more confident, like I mentioned before, to show up as yourself. It's nothing like, especially if you're the kind of person that has a desire and you want to fucking like show up and do some shit and apply yourself. It's like, where do I fit in? Put me in, coach, put me in, coach. And you no longer have to figure out like, well, where do I even go? Like, I got this desire. I know I want to do something, but I don't know what. Man, you got the fucking answer. The answer is in this information right here, right? It's helpful though. Like I said, everybody has different gifts and everybody's meant to play on different spots in the whole scheme of thing, right? Get with somebody like me that can translate this shit for you. If you're not one that want to go out here and you want to learn how to speak the language and figure this shit out, because it's gonna look a little different. I'm just saying, especially when you pull up when you look at a human design chart or a astrology chart. That shit gonna look like, what the fuck is this? All them lines and all that. But guess what? It's not impossible, because like there are people out there that will lovingly translate that for you, that will lovingly take the time and study it and understand it, because we are meant to help and serve you so that you can go out and do your thing, right? Let me give you a real life example of understanding yourself. So like, if you're somebody like me that was on a search of their purpose and you trying to figure out what you're going to do in life, and you looking for coaches and you looking for programs to get into, and you learning all this shit about different frameworks, and I got the answer, somebody's sharing their way of life or their way of getting to the millions and building their business, and then this person over here is sharing their way of getting to the millions and get to the business, and you paying your money and you investing over here and you investing over here, and then you get into that person's sphere or that space and you like, what the hell? Like, this shit is like either too much, or it's not moving fast enough, or it just wasn't the right situation for you. Knowing your energy type, knowing who you are and how you're meant to show up is incredible, right? So then oh, okay, because I am someone who is not meant to move fast, or meant to have like a whole bunch of fires going, like you're a multitasker, or you probably do better with doing things one step at a time. You probably don't need to be with a manifesting generator or a generator or somebody that's going to be really moving you, or somebody with a defined route and they're moving fast. That may not be correct for you. Based on your energy type, you may not do well in that program, or that their strategy is not going to work for you. So it's like understanding what you have to bring to the table, understanding how you meant to move is so important, because then you'll be able to make the right investments. You'll be able to apply yourself accordingly, right? So I'm telling you to find out what you're meant to do, how you're meant to show up is invaluable, right? So if you are interested and you want to get more insight and you want to talk to me, you want to get clear, just find my information down below and I'll be happy to walk you through that. Over the course of the podcast too, I will definitely be sharing more about that, but I just wanted to start off and just say, hey, it's very important for you to get some insight into what it is that you're meant to do, because I'm telling you, the sky's the limit, and you'll be able to apply yourself a lot more strategically, and you'll be more in alignment with life and what it is that you're doing. And then you could just start right there where you're meant to start, and start building your foundation on truth and on what it is that you're meant to do, instead of on somebody else's time or their idea of what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You'll know for sure for yourself, and then you can show up for yourself in a better way, right? A more helpful way, in a more truthful way. So I'm going to keep sharing. That's all about activating your purpose. When you can't activate it if you don't know what the hell it is. So you want to get clear on what it is your purpose is. And you probably know what it is deep down in your heart. Like, you got an idea, but it's so much more helpful when you get more insight and you get even more information about what it is that you are meant to do. Okay. So invest in yourself and get clarity, get clear, and turn on the activation button. And let's keep making these episodes because this is still initiation time. And we're gonna get better as we grow and go and grow. That's what we're gonna say. Go and grow. Okay. So until the next episode, y'all, let's keep activating our soul purpose. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay. All right. Take care.